Day 0. Welcome to Becoming Extraordinary in 60 Days. Hi, I'm Nimesh Quinkle and welcome to Day 0 of Become Extraordinary in 60 Days. Before we begin, I want to tell you briefly why I created this book and this 60-day journey. I'm the founder and CEO of CloudPro AI, an AI and technology consulting company, and the founder of DataToInsights.ai, an AI-powered data infrastructure and intelligence platform designed to help businesses turn complex data into useful insights and better decisions. Over the years, I've had the opportunity to build companies, lead teams, work with professionals across different industries, develop technology, make difficult decisions, experience successes, make mistakes, face uncertainty, and repeatedly learn what works and what does not. But some of my most important lessons had very little to do with technology. They were about discipline, my focus, resilience, self-awareness, communication, leadership styles, decision-making, and the ability to keep moving when the outcome was not even certain. That experience became the foundation for this book. I did not want to write another book that simply tells you to think positively, work harder, or believe in yourself. I wanted to create something I would actually use myself, a practical daily system. It's gonna be one lesson, one exercise, one action, one day at a time, and the ideas throughout these 60 days come from lessons I have learned through entrepreneurship, leadership, my professional life, and personal development, reading, reflection, and failure with my experimentation and real-world experience. I'm still learning too. This book is not written from the perspective of someone who has everything figured out. It comes from the belief that growth is an ongoing process and that some of our biggest improvements begin when we become willing to examine ourselves honestly. And that brings us to the center idea behind this journey. What does it mean to become extraordinary? When we hear the word extraordinary, we often imagine exceptional talent, wealth, achievement, or status, or someone whose life looks impressive from the outside. But I believe extraordinary lives are usually built much more quietly. They are built through ordinary decisions made with unusual awareness and consistency. It is the thought you question before believing it, the emotion you recognize before reacting, and the difficult conversation you stop avoiding. The task you begin before you feel that you are ready, and the boundary you communicate before resentment builds, and the promise you keep when nobody is watching. Individually, these moments look insignificant, but together they shape your character, your career, or your relationships, and eventually your future as well. That is what these 60 days are about. Why 60 days, right? 60 days will not solve every problem in your life. That's not a promise here. But it is enough time to interrupt patterns, test new behaviors, and begin creating evidence that you can operate differently. Maybe you discover that what you call procrastination is actually fear, or maybe it's criticism affecting you because too much of your identity is connected to be right. Maybe you are constantly busy but rarely focused on the work that creates the greatest value. Or you can think about maybe you are capable of much more professionally, but comfort, uncertainty, or lack of direction has kept you in the same place. Awareness gives you something to work with, and action creates evidence. That evidence is important because confidence is not built only by telling yourself that you are capable, but the confidence grows when you see yourself doing the things you once avoided. So, how the journey works? This program moves through 6 phases. Days 1 through 10 focus on awareness. We'll examine your thoughts, inner voice, emotions, what triggers you, what beliefs you have, and your recurring patterns. Days 11 through 20 build your foundation. We'll work on routines, energy, your movement, environment, time, priorities, and personal commitments. Days 21 through 30 focus on courageous action. We'll address procrastination, discomfort, the fear you have, the focus, and the decision making, and the failures. Days 31 through 40 strengthen emotional and relational skills, communication, your boundaries, the listening, difficulty, conversation, your emotional regulation, and integrity. Days 41 through 50 turn your personal growth into professional values, and we will explore career direction skills, contribution, your visibility, problem solving skills, and your leadership style. And days 51 through 60 integrate everything with purpose, standards, identity, your systems, and the future direction that you'll take. And your next 90-day plan after the program finishes. Each phrase prepares you for the next. How to participate every day has one central idea. You learn it, apply it, and reflect on what happened. You will also practice meditation, beginning with the 5 minutes and gradually increasing meditation here has a practical purpose. We are training attention and many more. Can you notice anger before responding, fear before avoiding, or distraction before losing an hour, or a negative thought before treating it as a fact? And that ability to notice creates space for a better decision. You will keep a journal. I strongly recommend you keeping one notebook or digital journal throughout the 60 days. Write your answers instead of only thinking about them. Writing slows your thinking down enough to expose your patterns. It also creates a record of your progress. You don't need to write pages, but sometimes one honest sentence can reveal more than an entire page of polished answers. So one rule for the next 60 days. Don't try to do this perfectly. If you miss a day, return. Don't restart. Don't punish yourself, but you continue your progress. The part of this program is learning how to return after things don't go according to the plan. That skill matters for beyond this book also in your life. Why career and success are part of this journey, you'll notice that I place significant emphasis on professional growth that's intentional. Work exposes many parts of ourselves. Your confidence, insecurity, comparison, authority or rejection, or your money or ambition or communication or leadership and uncertainty. You can be technically brilliant and still struggle because you don't communicate effectively. You can work incredibly hard while creating very little meaningful value. You can have excellent ideas but never make them visible. So, career development is not only about gaining knowledge, it is also about becoming better at leading yourself. Your day zero exercise before tomorrow is open your journal and answer 3 questions. Number 1 is, where am I right now? Look honestly at your career, habits, relationship, finances, your health, your confidence, and describe reality, not the version you want other people want to see. The second is, what do I genuinely want to change during these 60 days? Choose something meaningful, and then who do I need to become to create that change? Notice the question, not what do I need to get, but who do I need to become? Do I need to become more disciplined or courageous or more focused or patient or more skilled or more willing to speak up or more willing to act? Write down 3 qualities. We'll return to them later. Tomorrow is day 1, and tomorrow as we begin with watch your thoughts before trying to change your habits, career, relationships, or circumstances. We are going to observe something influencing all of them. Your thinking, bring your journal, set aside 5 minutes, and start exactly where you are. I'm Nimesh Quinkle. Welcome to Become Extraordinary in 60 Days. Day 0 is about deciding to begin. Tomorrow, we do the work. Thank you.